Hey everybody, hope you're doing fantastic today. Well, I thought it was about time to make another one of these State of the Unions. Please stick around for at least a little bit on this video if you're truly invested or interested in this channel's future. It'd be much appreciated. This State of the Union comes with some bad news, but we'll have some good news to back it up at the end, and hopefully that'll overcome the bad news that I'm about to share first. Well, as it goes, we've been a fast-growing channel here for the last year or so. After 4 long years of semi-steady but slow growth, we've really hit the fast track this past year. With that growth came opportunities, one that I was hoping for and finally glad to achieve, the YouTube Partnership Program. Being that this is a platform and medium I'd like to pursue, as this is where my true passions lie, the preservation of memories and lives that have made our lives better, most namely in the space of football. In doing what I do, I am doing just that. It's ultimately what I want to do with my life, to honor others by showcasing my passions with all of you and to make a living out of just that. And with that living, putting it to good use to help others too, helping support myself, my loved ones, and the communities I'm a part of. All of which up until this point has been going great. But the other day, now, because it's taken me a little while to process playing the path forward and put this together, I unfortunately was told by YouTube that I am no longer a partner and therefore no longer a monetized channel. Which, as you might can imagine, puts a huge damper on that whole doing this for a living thing.
You're fired!
Huh?
The reason being is the nature of my channel, highlights and showcasing NFL moments, of which I have never once received a copyright strike at any point in this channel's existence, nor any formal takedown of a video after being accepted in the partnership program. But with that, I've been deemed not transformative enough with my content, and as unfortunate as that is for me, I think it's ultimately fair, and I will not appeal. It's a losing battle anyhow, and mama ain't raised no loser. So with that comes a few options to keep this train on the tracks, and I really need your help and maybe some ideas here because I do value my community and your opinions. You've helped me build this thing since day one, and through your support and encouragement, we'll get through this as well. No backs being turned here. So option number 1, I can delete a majority of my content, maybe all of it, because I have no idea which videos they disfavor and which ones are still okay by their standards. Some of their guidelines are in a major gray area and very subjective or up to interpretation, but I have a feeling most of my work is not what they want to monetize. And don't worry, I'd save the content and look for another more accepting place for it. No worries on never seeing it again. I personally dislike when creators do that, so I'm gonna try not to do that to you, because I mean, even recently there's been some things that I've been looking for that I used to watch way back in the day and have not been able to find, and that's just a bummer and a heartbreak. So I don't want to do that to you guys. So if I have to and you guys choose that's what you think is best, I will definitely make sure it's not lost forever. So that's option number 1. Option number 2, which I think might be the best way forward, but you guys let me know. I can keep what I have here, full library intact, remain on the platform unmonetized by YouTube, but rely on your help and your monetary support to keep this thing up and running, NPR style, publicly funded, as well as hopefully some uninvasive, natural, friendly partnerships and sponsors to help out in due time. If you want to support what I do, I have a few different links in the description, but the best way would be a subscription on Patreon. As low as $1 up to as much as you're willing to go. Anything helps this crazy journey move forward. This would be the best and most direct way to help me out and the channel stay active. I already have 2 amazing Patreon members. Big thanks again to Avatar368 and HER.785. You both are awesome, and you guys probably see them at the end of the videos if you stay that long, and they've been great. Lots of fun to talk to, very supportive, and just great people all around. And so far, as they may be able to testify, it's been a great way to support the channel. You get early access on most videos that aren't time sensitive, a credited spot at the end of a lot of my videos. If you donate $20 or more, 10% of that goes to charity or a cause of your choosing, verified and proofed. I always send proof. It's a policy of mine. I gotta make sure that you know what your money's going towards, so don't worry about that. And you also get personal priority on the suggestion list. And if we can get that functionality functioning at a higher rate, I'll definitely add more perks for the gracious people that head over there and subscribe to the Patreon. I'll also take suggestions on what might make it more worth your while. I'd like to restart my newsletter, which was fun to do, and if I can get enough, I'll definitely try to add some more functionalities and exclusive content for you guys over there. Hopefully add some more charity stuff into the mix, be able to do some awesome giveaways, some prizes for things like the SVTV Pick'em League. The Pick'em League was definitely funded by the YouTube partnership money, and as well as better the production by enlisting others to help add their talents into the mix and better this whole thing, and being able to make it worth their while too for doing so. Working alone is difficult, so please bear with me in the meantime, but also I hope you choose to put your trust in me to keep this thing going, which so far, so good, so I have faith we can continue that trajectory we've been on, and hopefully one day we can build this thing to be more than what it currently is. Maybe even include some of you in it. But yeah, we'll get there. Also, I have a Buy Me a Coffee profile and a Cash App. Both are in just about every video description, including this one. If you have it in both your heart and your wallet to help me and this channel out, I'd be most thankful. If not, no worries. A prayer for peace or some thoughts and well wishes will do the soul some good and would be much appreciated too. Lastly, one option that has already been happening somewhat to a degree, but not in full, is a move over to Rumble, which I've been uploading a little bit there, just the past month or so, shorts for now, but I can start uploading highlights and everything else there too, which I've been kind of thinking about anyway. It's a day one monetizable website that hosts videos. They don't really showcase your things to anyone nor promote as good as YouTube does, it seems, so they're not as good there, but they're better than YouTube in the monetizable sense. But yeah, they make you work way harder to get in front of people, which is a fair and reasonable trade-off. It seems you have to have an audience already established and ready to mobilize over to that platform, which I have all you awesome people, so that might not be a problem, but I wanted to see how it went for a little bit and test it out before saying anything, see how it worked, and it has gotten zero traction so far, but I think it has some potential. So I guess if you don't feel like donating on Patreon or elsewhere, you can join and watch over there, free of charge to you. The more I get over there, the more I'll post there, so it would be a much appreciated alternative. It's either one of those three, or just keep going until I ultimately have to fade away and let this channel die out and put her down. I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby! Don't you put that on us!
Nah, I won't put that pity on you, Ricky Bobby. But in all reality, I do put a good amount of time into this, and it's taken its certain tolls on other potential monetary means that I could have to support who and what I need to, so it can get rough on the old wallet at times, but I chose to put time, effort, and money into this because I believe in this, and more importantly, I love it. So here we are, and with all of that, I don't see an end in sight, and any which way this goes, I do hope to continue this for as long as possible, for you all awesome people, for the players and people I showcase on here, and for myself and my passion. And no, it's not my main source of income, of course, but it sure was helping out a whole lot, and I was hoping it could overtake and become that main source of income at some point, so I could devote everything just to this. And I wish I didn't have to make this plea, but unfortunately, as everyone does, I have bills to pay, and as famously said by Heath Ledger's Joker,
if you're good at something, never do it for free.
And since I can't rely on YouTube anymore, I'm hoping you'll help me out so I can continue to pursue this passion. And if I could do it for free, I definitely would, but I want to enjoy life. As much as this brings me joy, paying off bills and living without worry of whether or not I'll have a place to be able to put these videos together seems pretty enjoyable too. And if I do continue business as usual, I will not be able to monetize on here ever again, even after the reapply date comes to pass, since they want me to delete videos by guessing if they pass their test or not without saying which ones in particular violate the policy in order to reapply. Just like the tax system. Pretty ridiculous. And I don't really trust my own discretion because I'm biased and love most everything I've posted so far. And to be clear, I'm fully at fault in this. I'm not a victim of unfairness by YouTube, hence why I'm not going to appeal the decision. I believe them to be correct in their ruling. I just don't agree with the copyright system that is in place. And I definitely don't agree that I should have to delete years of work that I have already put together to continue my dream and provide you what you sub to me for. But I will if you all think that's the best way forward. And to clarify a little bit what that content would look like in my mind at this point, if I were to change to a more YouTube friendly avenue, would be to take a Brandon Perna or KTO type approach, so to speak, and just cover stories in NFL history in a more documentary comedic style, like the draft videos that I put together. I believe those would be monetizable and fair game, and I might try to incorporate video games back in the channel, do more NFL fact videos and things, and games and quizzes too, all that kind of stuff, which I was hoping to do anyway, but that'd have to be the main focus focus instead of highlights and cool NFL film shorts and things like that. No more of that if I were to go that route, which also deleting most, if not all, of my previous content, of which again would reappear elsewhere, either on another channel on here or Rumble or somewhere like that. Which, if you have a Rumble account or want to make one to support me, please go over there and subscribe. Same username, same branding. You should be able to tell right away that it's me. Link is also in the description down below if you need it or want it. And with that, I guess a fourth option would be basically that, to move this unmonetizable content to a different channel and only post monetizable content here, so as to have two channels, one for all of us and one for just YouTube to get by. I don't see that as a wholly viable option. Having to migrate everything while keeping the channel intact would be quite the challenge, and not something I think you all would want either, but it's also a possibility, and I'm not one to rule anything out just yet. Maybe post all the highlights and questionable content on Rumble, which seems trustable in that way, and then the ad-friendly stuff here so we all can get our way. I don't know, I'm just spitballing here, but joining us over on Patreon at any price point comfortable to you in the meantime and moving forward would be much appreciated and help me to get by until we can figure the best way forward. This wasn't fully expected, especially after they personally greenlit me after a thorough channel evaluation for their program, and they never gave me a copyright strike nor took down a video after I was already in the program. They tell me which ones weren't monetizable and the reason why, then the ones that were good to go, and I trusted their judgment and kind of thought we were all good, but I was admittedly riding a fine line with what I was posting copyright wise, being that it's NFL content and I'm not affiliated with them. So I did feel at some point it might happen, and yeah, here we are. And I guess it's better that it happened now so we can start the process of rebuilding it back by other means. So please, again, one last time, do consider going over and helping me on Patreon, which again, link is in the description below or in one of the other places. It'd be much appreciated. For the price of just one Twitter Blue subscription, you can help one of your favorite YouTubers put food in their fat ass mouth. But nah, I have people to make proud, promises to keep, and people to prove wrong, so please, if you could help me do those things, that'd be awesome and I'd be so thankful. But now for the good news, to help the hurt of the saddening loss, and so we can start to heal, please look out for SVTV merch coming soon to you. That's right, we're back, baby. That'll definitely help us out. While you get something really cool, you'll also be supporting the channel. I've had some cool stuff in the works for about a year now, but I've just been hesitant on releasing it because I wanted to be big enough where it made sense that I'm releasing some merch, and just because I'm anxious about all big decisions, and this seemed like a big decision to me, especially choosing where to partner to have things printed and shipped. And I'll have an official announcement soon, so look out for that. And for anyone who subs on Patreon, you'll get first dibs, first look, and based on your sub tier, up to 100% off on the house for your first purchase, and maybe some other things down the line too. So that'll be awesome. And one more thing, I have another announcement that I've been planning for about a week or so, a little bit longer probably, that should pop up in a few days, so also be looking out for that. It's something really fun that the Patreon members already know about, so if you want to get a sneak peek, go over there. But yeah, it's going to be really fun, and I can't wait to share that with you too. Alright, time for me to shut the fuck up.
You need to shut the fuck up.
And yes, fuck. I can say that now, whenever I want, since I'm not monetized anymore and don't have to care as much. What are they gonna do, demonetize me? So I guess there are perks to this. But anyway, enough of me sharing my burdens, problems, and just begging for your help. But being me, I'm a long-winded fellow, so I'll leave with this. Thank you, everybody. Truly, thank you. Thank you for your support, your love, by watching, subscribing, liking, donating, commenting, all of it. You've made the past 5 years amazing. Despite any setbacks I've had, you've been a pure motivating force in my life to help me share my passions with the world. I see this as, yes, an obstacle to what we can make out of this, but it's also a liberating thing as well. Now I won't be tied down to what YouTube wants me to post to get their advertisers on board with my content, so I'm free in that sense. And through your much needed and appreciated monetary support, I can be free to post what we want to see. Great NFL related content without restriction, among other things as well. And I'm just thankful to still have my channel and all of its videos intact, and in that I feel extremely lucky and blessed because I still get to do what I do, and I'm excited to continue this passion project with all of you. This is just one of those humbling roadblocks on the journey towards greatness, and we're all gonna get there together. I know you're all with me, so there's no stopping now. With your help, good times are just ahead. So let's all go make this world a better, more peaceful place. And let us enjoy, everybody. As always, I love you guys, appreciate you guys. Keep it strange, everybody. I'll see you in the next one, and peace.